Hello and welcome back to the top 100 maps of all time with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. And you've joined me for the beginning of what is going to be an exceptional week. Three of the big names of Cities Skylines workshop map making this week. Three of them, one of them twice, so that's four of them. And one which is so close to my heart, one of those slightly lesser known creators that honestly their work was amazing, and of course that's why it's in the top 60 of the best maps of all time as voted by you at the end of what map. Right, okay, let's get rolling with the 60th place map. This just from above, just look at this, marvel at this. This is spectacular. The map is spectacular. The creator, you will definitely know their name. Today at number 60 with an 89.25% approval rating as voted by you, it's Cascadia by Anoupou, Merynetjerou. Ah, the French and their art and their artistic maps. They've just got it worked out, haven't they? Haven't they? Do you think they've got it worked out? I would say so. It's amazing. I mean, I just don't want to move the camera. Everything from up here that we see, the shoreline, the islands, the sandbanks. You can see how you can just see the tiers as well, the different levels that are in here. And look at this intersection. Let's look at this intersection. And the best thing about this intersection, because you can see from here, just from the traffic route, we have 2 points of entry here and here, and they are being dealt with by this trumpet intersection. So all the dummy traffic, it's not even hitting. It's not even hitting this intersection. It's flipping amazing. So, okay, what can I tell you about Khazgadia by Anoupou Merynetjerou? Well, it doesn't require much of the workshop. There are only 9 items. So there's one road. Then we've got a couple of rail assets and such, some rocks, that kind of thing. A theme and a LUT. The theme and the LUT are Owl's Albedo, that's the theme, and the coastal LUT. It does require mass transit as well. There was a question on the workshop page as to why the map required one custom road and mass transit. I'm absolutely certain there's a very good reason for that one. I didn't see an answer on the page. It might just be that I think possibly because the mass transit roads with the bridges, they have quite a lot of depth. I'm suspecting that the Vanilla Plus road that's being used is used for a bridge and it may not have the depth. Maybe we'll check that as we're doing the flyover, possibly, or maybe not. Anyway, so there's that. It was uploaded to the workshop in March of 2022. It currently has 1,411 subscribers, 125 of which have marked it as a favourite. It has a 4-star rating on Steam from 52 people who have rated the map. I reviewed this in episode 1460 of What's Map. Link is in the description. I gave it 4 stars for aesthetics. 4 stars? What was I thinking? 5 stars for detail and 4 for gameplay potential. So let's have a little look. I think the only way we can really do this is to follow the highway. From down here, I would suggest, around the back of this mountain. Then we'll reach this majestic, there we go, this majestic intersection, easy for me to say, and then the highway loops all the way around the outside. We'll probably take it to, I don't know, halfway. I mean, we could spend hours looking at this, but we'll make our way most of the way across. However, the start square is slap bang in the middle. Let me show you that. There we go. Your start square is right there. So perhaps actually we should taper off of it. We're not. How much more are we going to learn by following the road any further? So I reckon we'll follow it from here along through. Take the right at this intersection all the way up to the start square. That's what we will do. I hope that's all right with you. If it's not, then you're watching the wrong show. So down to ground level. Yeah, I was saying about the road depth. It has been mentioned several times by bigger names and better names than me. The bridges don't tend to be this deep in real life. And so it might be when we get to a custom bridge or something like that, maybe there's a the vanilla plus asset is being used at that point, possibly. Anyway, let's get ourselves down to this trumpet interchange, which is dealing with all the dummy traffic. You have a little look here. And you can see we've got traffic flowing through this way, and there will be, I imagine, traffic flowing through that way at some point. But anyway, yeah, that takes all the dummy traffic away from your highway networks, which from this point on are going to be spectacular. Okay, 4 lanes, why not 4 lanes? 4 lanes, I thought there was going to be lane mathematics there. It doesn't actually matter at all, of course. Biffa might argue, but then Biffa is not here today. Or are you, Biffa? Are you lurking? Maybe. Look at this. Just how ridiculously, overly complicatedly, majestically created is this? I would say all of those words and many more. Yeah, so if you want to start building down this way, if you want to use an 81 tile mod or something like that, unlock all your way down here, and you are good to go. Nice potential big harbour city down here, I would say. We definitely have a shipping route down that way. And then off we goes. So yes, we have these fantastical tiered, and look at the way the rail runs along the edge there. So we have these fantastical tiered platforms, fantasy maps. Fantasy maps are the speciality of Anoupou. Regulars will already know that. You won't need me to tell you that. Anoupou does fantasy maps spectacularly. Got such a creative mind, and I mean, what can you do? What can you do when you have a talent like this? It's a very much sort of in the vein of the old Cascadia. I would. Oh, this is good. Dare I besmirch Cascadia laying there in his grave? I think Anoupou does it better. I think they do. That said, it's not to say that Cascadia's maps are poor maps. They really aren't. They are spectacular maps in their own right. But yes. Also, we have to remember that a lot of Anoupou's maps have been made in more recent times with mods that Cascadia may not have had access to. So yeah, we've got progress. Remember, we did that map last week, Kwa River, which was an all-star rated map. In my opinion, that was, I think this is our intersection turn-off, isn't it? Pretty sure of that. Let's head off at this point. But yes, the all-star rated map from episode 44 of What's Map. So we're going back some years. I couldn't find fault with the map back then. By today's standards, it wouldn't get an all-star rating now, but still an exceptional map. Exceptional maps don't stop being exceptional maps because of time. There's just progress and more progress and more progress. And this is why I'm always so cagey about giving 5 stars for an aesthetic or for a detail or anything like that, because I'm always thinking, yeah, but what more is possible? What more is possible? Can't give 5 stars, and then when I see that there's nothing more possible, I give the 5th star, and then 2 years down the line I go, what was I thinking? Anyway, you'll see across the map, we've got these as custom assets off the workshop. You'll see little clusters of these across the map, just adding a little bit of life and interest into the map. Very sweet things. Now, Vanilla Plus Roads, I'm guessing this is here. I don't know. I don't know why they're used. But anyway, again, I'm not worried. I can afford a road subscription on my system. And it's only 9 items. 10 if you include the map in the one-click collection. And I don't think you should really include the map in the one. Wait, you should include the map in the one-click collection because it makes the collection come together as literally one click for everything. So do include your map in the one-click collection, but including how many things you need to subscribe to. Do you, when I say to you, you need 10 items, when you actually need 9 and the map. So there we are. We're heading our way up to the upper plateau. And a big shout out for all the trees, not just in the base game, but in vanilla now. We have some great vanilla trees now. Thanks very much to Mr. Maison. Great one, Mr. Maison. I love Mr. Maison. Love their work. Everybody loves their work. Who's not loving great foliage? I mean, there are other great foliage makers. I mean, big shout outs, I guess, also to Pidelmo, and I mean, Grey Flame's done some good ones, and there are other people making some very good trees at the moment as well. So shouldn't really go on for too much further. Oh, let's have a little look. Look, we got a little rest area up here. Should we camp away from town? I think we should. What's that down there? Fire hydrant. I mean, I'm surprised there's plumbing all the way up here, but are we? I'm hoping I'm in the start square location there. Yes, yeah, we definitely made it. Definitely made it. But what a fantastic concept for your start square. That is, I mean, up there, overlooking everything. How do you buy in and grow out from there? I mean, I can imagine. I mean, also look at, we've got this second tier here that you might want to build down. And you're going to work a road down. And we have a little softened pathway going down there, so you can get into these areas. Lovely addition there. Rail. I did see the rail snaking through the mountains somewhere over here. Where was it? Here we go. Or is it? No, it's not rail. It's a highway. It's the highway. Right. So, yep. We've got this hanging onto the edge of the mountain, which I think, if I remember rightly, from reading on the description, this is inspired by the road to heaven in China. Wouldn't want to have been building it, but you know, there are braver men than me in the world, like most of them. And look at this absolute ridiculousness. And yet, when you look at the height drop from this down to here, keeping realistic gradients, I don't see many other ways to have done it. That is fantastic work and completely ridiculous, and I love it, and I think you love it too. Why would you not? Let's head off to some of the other areas. We've seen networking. I could show you all the networking, but you don't really want to see all of that. Let's have a little look around the coastlines, because it's the coastlines that are spectacular. So you're going to be starting building up at the very top plateau, and I think most of us would want to start building up there because, I mean, the views, especially with the new Hotels and Retreats DLC coming, you imagine how spectacular those views are going to be. That's going to be worth a few quid for a hotel chain. Then we'll head around this way. We got a river running up underneath the big old bridge. Everybody loves the big old bridge. Tree work along the... Trying to settle the camera down here. There we go. Tree work along here is just fantastic. The way we have the trees hanging in a believable fashion, and then also overflowing and just grabbing on where they can. Top level tree work there. And then as we head around here, we're moving away from the sandbanks. We do have little inhabited islands like this one, and the old even have a brick wall there. Swimming pool with grass sprites growing through it. That's easily fixed. But yes, what a lovely little Bonbon Island that one is. And that's the thing with the with an Anoupou map. There's always little hidden extras that you have to go searching for. So you go build your city, and occasionally you'll come across something like an essential lighthouse, and it'll have a backstory woven in that you have to spend some time with and just really appreciate. We don't have to. You could just bulldoze it, but that would be an absolute waste. That would be an absolute waste. All the little dotted islands as we head up this way. So yeah, this is not the oldest of the oldest maps, but there's always... Was this the map? Was this the map, Anoupou? I don't think it was it? I don't believe it was. There was a map with a subplot, but I don't think it's this one. It is a magnificent map, though. I mean, even over here, edge of map over here, another little magnificent mountain. Won't be building over there, but it's there for backdrop. And then, of course, we did have rail. I did say we'd have a little look at the rail past everybody's favourite factories. And we'll have a little look at what the rail can do for us down this way. I don't remember what it did, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't do anything stupid. And that is the very least we can ask from a rail. Not to do anything stupid. Slowly elevating in a believable manner. Of all the things you'd expect. But yes, this week we have some amazing maps coming. Of course, there's even more amazing maps coming in the coming weeks. We're only at number 60. Good grief. And yet, look how close we are to the 90% already. So we're looping our way. Look at the way that this is feeding its way up into the map. In mostly a believable manner. There are one or two little areas you could argue are slightly too steep. Great, I'll say this before, I'll say it again. When you see something like this, there's probably a big terrain jump there, but it's within believability because it's hidden. So you can get away with, if this was up here somewhere, height-wise, I mean, we're talking vertically, or there we go, this sort of height, then you might struggle a bit more, but that you don't really notice. There's probably a little bit of a jump there, but anyway, that rail's just, you can see how it's winding its way up and up, following around this way, gaining height as you go. There we are, still gaining height. Oh, that's going off the edge of the map. I've gone the wrong way, but do you know what? You get the gist of just how spectacularly... Look at this, though. This intersection. That's completely unnecessary. Just rubbing it in our face. Can't just do spectacular terrain. Can do spectacular intersections as well. Man, crazy. Anyway... That is Cascadia. Let me find a place that I can actually... How about all the way down here, looking back? There you go. That's lovely. Lovely, I tell you. So there you go. Khazgadia by Anoupou Merynetjerou, the 60th best map of all time, as voted by you with an 89.25% approval rating. Of course, all the maps that have the same ratings are separated on countback, which means basically there's no difference between them at all. I'm just finding a way of marking them differently. That's all there is. And that is that. I'll be back tomorrow with the 59th best map of all time. Definitely worth checking out, but this week it's going to be spectacular, I promise you. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. A big shout out to the BonBon buddies on Patreon and YouTube membership. Thanks for supporting the channel. You're the very, very best. And I will see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.